full body flow. So if you need a few minutes to just step out of your inbox, get off your Facebook feed, and really get into your body, your breath, and how you're truly feeling, this is a great class for you. We're gonna start standing at the top of the mat. So making your way to mountain pose, plant your feet firmly about hip width distance apart, gently roll your shoulders back, engage through your belly by gently tucking your tailbone down towards the floor, and send your arms down by your sides. Closing the eyes, really starting to notice the pace of your breath. Slowing it down, maybe shifting a bit forward and back, side to side, just tuning out everything outside of the edges of your yoga mat. Starting to blink your eyes open. With your next breath in, sweep your arms all the way up overhead. Maybe lift your chin. Palms might touch, and as you exhale, bend your knees forward fold. Being gentle on the hamstrings as we get started here. Bringing your palms or your fingertips to your shins, lift yourself halfway up, spine parallels the floor, shoulder blades retract slightly. And exhale, bend your knees once again. Plant your hands on the mat and step back, high plank first, and then tabletop pose. Bringing the wrists underneath the shoulders, maybe tucking the toes as you inhale. Let's go cow pose, belly drops, hands isometrically pulled towards the knees as your chin lifts. And exhale, press into your palms, chin towards the chest, cat pose. Inhale back through that neutral spine. Step one foot back, then the next for high plank. Fill up your lungs. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, looking forward between the hands. Exhale, start to walk your feet towards your wrists. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale takes you all the way up. Look up, reach high. Now stay tall. As you exhale, release your hands behind your low back. Take a bind. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you squeeze the elbows a little closer together, keeping the knuckles nice and tightly bound. As you inhale, reach long through your knuckles. And exhale, let that bind travel as far as you'd like today as you forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Release your bind. And exhale, plant the palms, step back, tabletop or high plank pose. From your plank or your table, inhale, shift forward, and exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Untuck your toes, pick up your palms, and inhale, peel your chin, your chest, and your middle ribs off the floor. Feet stay connected. Exhale, lower down, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Next, inhale, left leg will lift. And exhale, hug that knee into your chest. Think cat back as you step your left foot between your thumbs. Feel free to give that foot a little help. Now your right heel will stay in the air, but press it back towards the back of your mat. And as you inhale, fingers reach forward and up, high crescent lunge. Settling your hips until you feel you're at that edge. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, interlace your fingers overhead, flip your palms to the ceiling, and as you exhale, side bend gently to the left, making sure that that right armpit isn't dropping in front of your face. But inhale, keep the chest open, side bending. Next time you breathe in, come through center and open up warrior two. Dropping the hips, opening your arms to a T, flip your front palm, and exhale, take it back, reverse warrior. From here, looking down at your right foot, your back foot, you pivot. Revolve runner's lunge, left hand inside your right foot. Right fingers lift to the ceiling. Keep puffing up through the back of that left knee. And on your next exhale, we'll drop the left knee to the ground, scoot it forward slightly. Slide those left toes off the left edge of your mat and step your right foot long. for a supported side plank. Begin to shoot those right fingers past the crown of your head. Keep breathing deeply. And exhaling fully. Inhale will bring you through center, arms to a T. And exhale, a side gate pose. Drop your right fingers down your right leg. Slide those left fingers up in the air, maybe towards the front of the room. Inhaling through center. Exhale, plant your hands in front of you. Really grip through your right toes. We're taking a lean forward and stepping wide with our left foot. Prasarita Padasana, wide forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back in. Begin to dial your right toes towards the top of your mat. Walk your hands around to frame that foot. Finding your runner's lunge here. Really press through your left heel and inhale, open up, crescent lunge. Big breath in, hips lift. Here we are on our second side. Interlace your palms, flip your palms to the ceiling, and exhale, side bend to the right. Keeping your chest open. Inhale through center, warrior two. Flip your right palm, exhale, take it back, reverse warrior. Looking at your left foot this time, we exhale, revolve runner's lunge, plant your right hand inside your left foot, send your left fingers into the air. Next, exhale, drop your right knee, scoot it forward slightly, tuck your right toe, send it off the right edge of your mat, left foot steps long, supported side plank, send your left fingers past the crown of your head as you stretch long through your left side. Breathe in, and breathe out. Inhale through center. And exhale, tip your gate pose. Left fingers down your left leg, right fingers straight up in the air, reach. And inhale back through center. Exhale, hands plant directly in front of you. Grip with your left foot, lean forward, step your right foot wide, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Dial your left toes towards the top of your mat. Pivot yourself around. Runner's lunge. Big step back, high plank. Knees drop wide, big toes touch. Hips to your heels. Child's pose for 5 breaths. Starting to lift yourself up, walking your hands in. If you need a slightly longer practice today, feel free to rewind back to the beginning of that sequence. Take it through another 2 or maybe 4 times. If you're ready to keep things moving, you're going to send your hips to one side, take a seat, scoot your hips to the middle of your mat, and gently recline all the way back, keeping your knees bent. Supine pigeon. Crossing your right ankle over your left knee. Give that right knee a gentle press away from you. And when you'd like to make this stretch a little bit more intense, interlace your fingers behind your left hamstrings, drawing that entire figure 4 shape in towards your chest. Breathe deeply. Exhale slowly. Breathe deeply. Exhale slowly. Gently release that left foot down to the mat, crossing your entire right thigh over your left thigh. Bring your arms to a T, float your shins, and exhale, drop both knees to the left for a twist. Now from this twist, think about dropping a little more weight into your outer right shoulder. Drop your chin to the right as well. The breath in brings everything back through center. And as we unravel the legs, drop the feet. Left ankle crosses over right shin. Gently press your left knee away. And if the urge strikes, draw the right thigh in towards the left, or in towards your chest rather. Breathing deeply, breathing slowly. down, crossing your left thigh over the right thigh. Arms come to a T. Shins parallel the floor as you drop your knees to the right. Begin to reach a little bit longer through your left fingers. Drop your chin towards your left shoulder. And inhale brings everything back through center. Uncrossing the legs, feet come to the mat. Bring your palms down by your sides. Scoot those heels in a little bit closer to your hips here. And then neutralize your low back. Think about flattening your lumbar spine to the floor, curling the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Keep that action going as you press into your feet, press into your hands, roll your shoulders back, and lift your hips for a bridge pose. Isometrically drawing the inner thighs together, and simultaneously think about hugging your heels in towards your shoulder blades. Next breath in, fingers reach all the way up and release overhead. Rise up to your tippy toes, and beginning with your shoulders, rolling one vertebra at a time, all the way down to the hips. Pausing for just a moment to keep the knees bent, soles of the feet step wide, knees drop in together, and arms release down by the sides. As your palms flip open, notice if you can nudge your shoulder blades a little more underneath you. And as you prepare for Shavasana, let your legs go long. Taking one more deep breath in and a full breath out. Hitting pause and taking Shavasana for as long as you'd like. And when it's time for you to come back, start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Bending through your elbows and your knees. Maybe rolling to one side. And gently pressing yourself back up to a seated posture. Rooting down through the hips, giving yourself a moment to reacclimate. Palms will touch. In its simplest translation, the word namaste means I see you. So thank you today for your light, for your practice, for your commitment to your own well-being. It is immensely impactful, not only in your immediate surroundings, but in your community as a whole. So until next time, namaste.